Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today I want to pour here into this Wallart panel Impact, and I thought I do something else than a wall art design. I want to create a bowl, and the whole thing is inspired by Art of Gesture Cat, and the name behind the channel is Rebecca. So thank you, Rebecca, for your inspiration. And this is also a collaboration with Rebecca from Art of Gesture Cat. So I'm curious, she also has a wall art panel mold, and I don't know which one, and I'm so curious what she's doing. So I'm now painting my little, I call them the part a triangle with the bows, I don't know how you call it, with some of the Let's Resin Plum. It's the color shift color. It's not an intensive color shift, but it has a color shift going from bluish purple to pink and plum color. So it's very beautiful and I really love it. So I'm just showing you a little bit how I'm painting. I'm not showing the whole process. It will take just too long, and I'm only brushing, so you know what I'm doing. I will use up till the fifth of the row. I'm not taking the whole section because it needs to fit into my other mold, and that's why I'm not doing the whole thing. You will see it here. I've brushed 5 of the sections, and I'm already very happy with the color. Unfortunately, with the light I had there, you cannot see that it also shifts to bluish and dark purple. But anyway, I'm not now taking some resin, and I mixed some of the black pigment drops into my resin, and I'm filling up the mold. And it was a little bit tricky because I need to avoid getting over the edges. At the end, I was over the edges, so I had to snip my design. But this I did off camera. But you see, I'm just trying to fill up just that section. And I did this 4 times, but of course I'm only showing you one pour. Otherwise, it's the same. I needed to repeat because I wanted to have this design in my bowl. So my black is in there, and then I just need to make sure that I pop the bubbles, and then I can let the whole thing cure. The mold is a mold from Molds and Shapes. It's one of their latest molds, and yeah, I thought try something else. And there is this little piece, and there you see a little bit of the color shift, and I really love this. It's really very beautiful. So this is one of the sections I'm going to use for my piece. So, and now I have this huge mold. It's the square XL tray mold from Molds and Shapes, and I mixed some resin. I'm using here the ultra cast resin like I did with before as well. I also used the ultra cast resin, and I used the magic smoke and some of the black pigment drops and mixed this and make a very thin layer for my mold. I mixed in total, I think, 250 grams, so I don't have too much resin. I just wanted the bottom of the mold being covered, so you see I really need to spread it. And that's what I'm doing here. And then I try to make a little bit everything smoothen, and yeah, I'm using my stick and I'm quite careful doing everything. So you see, I'm quite busy with this. I'm very, very careful what Rebecca does, because with chameleon pigments, I'm sure she will be using them. She is really queen of chameleon pigments. She does such a beautiful work with this. I really love her designs and her creativity. sorry for my English, creativity, because she has so mind-blowing ideas to combine things, to combine different modes. And yeah, like I said, she really inspired me doing this. So now I have here my pieces, and you see I'm trying to figure out where to place them. Then I'm putting alcohol spray on my resin piece, but also yeah, on those triangles on the other side, so I don't have major bubbles. So, and I'm placing each triangle, I call them triangle, into my mold. It gets a beautiful design, and I'm hoping that I can press everything a little bit down so that the anthracite resin is going through all these little bows. You will see in a second what I mean, or later on, because yeah, I like to have the anthracite as well between every row. So, and now of course my resin pieces are moving, and I always need to take care and babysit and make sure that nothing else is moving. And what you can maybe see as well, the mold is matte. So it's not a glossy matte mold, it's a matte mold, and it's mainly done for eco-pours, but of course you can use it for resin as well. And I think it looks matte, also very interesting. I really like it, but with my pour it will be shiny later. So this is now everything layered into my big mold, and I'm quite happy so far. Anyway, so now you can see also the light is different. Now it looks more like a dark blue with my design. You see that the gray went into those those gaps, and I really love it. So now I'm doing the top coat, because I wanted to have the top coat. I wanted them to be sealed with the resin, so it gets more depth. That's my idea behind it. And I think also that the color shift will of course pop more with a shiny resin, with a shiny design. So I'm filling up my mold. I'm using again the ultra cast resin, and I'm just filling up my mold. When you do this, please be careful. And I can tell you, I had a little bit of overflow, but it just happens. Sometimes it is like it is, and even though my table is in level, the mold is in level, I guess maybe I poured the design in different heights, so that the whole thing was not too much in level anymore, if you know what I mean. So I had a little bit of spilling, but it was okay. So now my resin is on top, and I can take care. I can take the heat gun and carefully pop the bubbles which are on the surface. Really am always very careful with using the heat gun. When you use the heat gun or a torch, please always be careful that you are not burning your mold or your resin. So, and this is now the next day. I can demold, and look at this. I really love this. It's very beautiful, and you can, even though it's completely sealed, you can see a little bit on the surface the design. It's like a wave going over it, and I really like it. It gives really a nice effect, and look at the color shift. And I adore this together with the gray, and it fits actually very well in our living room, because we have a sort of industrial style look in our living room, and I think it matches. So, and now you see a process on how I'm bending my bowl. And like I said, this was inspired also by Rebecca, and I did this video already a while ago, and I put my resin piece into hot water, and I let let it just rest for a while till it gets bendy. Then I'm just now and again testing, is it all right now? Is it not all right? Can I bend it so you see it? But please be careful because the water is hot. If you are having troubles with hot water, just make sure you have some sort of gloves or anything with you, or a towel or whatsoever. So now my resin piece was good enough for bending. I just dry it so that the sticky tape can take, or the ducting tape. There's a ducting tape, and I just bend my resin piece, put the ducting tape around where the edges are, and then also on the other side. You really need to force it also a little bit, but of course not too much. If it's too hard, just put it back into warm water so it can get even softer. And now I'm just adjusting my bowl how I want to have it, and that's how I did it with the big bowl as well. But I still had this video, I hope you don't mind, and it's the same, exactly the same process. So you of course always struggle, is this now the way you want to have it? So you can always adjust a little bit, and then when you are happy, you just leave it. And then you take the ducting tape off. I painted the edges in an anthracite color, and this is now the final result. And I'm very happy with this. It looks very rustic, and it really matches to our living room, and I'm very happy about this pour. With this, of course, I love and leave you like always. I thank you for watching, and please don't forget to switch over to Rebecca, because I'm sure she has an awesome pour and created something very unique. Okay, thanks for watching again, and bye-bye.